Welcome. We have a great show planned for you today. You can see this is our hard-working team just behind us here, and we are working diligently to get all the orders out as fast as possible. We have a small little team here. I spent the whole summer training our team members, and we all have different roles and different things and different stations that we do while we're here. We have someone that comes in and just likes to make the capsules. So she'll spend 4 or 5 hours just making capsules, very specialized. She can move very quickly, and she has that one task. While others on the team are focusing on the packaging. We have someone that just focuses on the fulfillment of the package. So getting the items in the package, sealing them up, getting them in the boxes, putting all the proper material in the boxes. And we also have someone just on communications. We have someone that's literally there helping just with text messages, someone that is helping with all communications, emails. I'm even training her on how to get back to people, how to call people back, possibly take orders over the phone. And then we have someone that's really just going from the raw product to a finished product. So she'll focus on, say, sifting or powdering or prepping the seeds, or by sifting the seeds, or by sifting the loose leaf, getting it into a fine loose leaf. And then we all hit it together when we have to get large orders out. So if you place an order with us recently, we're working on it. We get calls. I've gotten several calls this morning. People are just wondering where their orders are, and we will just want to let you know that we're working on it very diligently. Uh, about 2 weeks ago, we just kind of finished up a massive harvest. So we've been harvesting for over 2 months, and now we have over 300 pounds of moringa in stock that we're able to provide at a discount. This is our end of the year blowout, and we have a special for you. If you use code BF50, you could get 50% off your products. If you go to our website at growmoringa.com, click the shop button, or you can go directly to growmoringa.shop, and that will show you the list of products that we have that you could grab for over 50% off. Use code BF50. And I really appreciate you guys for coming in. We have a great show planned for you today. I was just kind of looking for the graphic here that says, there it is. There we go. So use code BF50 to get 50% off. Very limited time. This is just while we have it in stock. This is what we do at the end of every season. So we're teaching our growers, our sellers, our suppliers to throw also a massive end of the year sale to help you essentially clear out any of the product that you have from the summer. So that way you can begin filling your stock back up for spring and go ahead and help people over the wintertime. Hey, what's happening? Ben is here. Welcome from the Philippines. Mr. CFO is in the house. Thanks a lot, Ben. Glad to see everything's doing well. We have a direct connection with one of our members in the Philippines. He's actually created a wonderful business, a VA business in the Philippines. He's in Cebu, and he's been able to grow and expand the operation there to where he's training people how to be customer service agents. One of the things that we'd like to do is connect with Benjamin here very soon. As we are starting to get more and more calls, we're definitely going to get with Benjamin so that way we can get some of his VAs, his skilled VAs, to help pick up the phone, get back to text messages, and work more closely with our team. So thanks a lot, Ben, for coming in. And let's go ahead and start today's show. We've got a few people coming in. Howdy, let me know if you can hear me. Hear me well? Let's see here. Everything good? Sound? Hear me well? Yep. Okay, sound is good. This week, if you text microgreens, we're going to do the drawing tomorrow to win. 813-696-6676. Just text. All right. Tim is in the house. Welcome, Tim. Thanks a lot for coming in. Let us know where you're at. We're going to be sharing some great information today. We have essentially a lot of people are inquiring about the list of lands section in the members area, and we have a lot of activity having to do with real estate and the possibility of growing and expanding operations all across the country. So we'll talk more about how that works. We'll talk a little bit more about some events and things that are going on here, some news that are going on here. We'll highlight some of our new members and also some growth strategies, some things that we've been talking about in the members area, and some of the things that I've been talking to people on the phone over the last couple of days. We have some industry news, some great ideas for you to help you get your business going, some questions that we get quite a bit, and then also we will talk more about shipping fresh Moringa leaves. We have people requesting fresh leaves. And so we'll talk a little bit more about how that'll work, the logistics with that. So great, let's go ahead and hop right into our show here. Make sure to text microgreens, and we're gonna have our drawing tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be able to have a drawing. We've gotten about 20 or 30 text messages so far, so you're gonna be in the hat, and we'll probably have a couple of people. We'll draw a couple of names out of the hat. This essentially is these are 3 of our microgreens kits here in a tray. I went ahead and put these in the tray, I guess about a week or so ago. Still no activity yet, but we're watering them. We are also spraying a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on the top in case any kind of mold or bacteria forms on the top. So far, so good. Don't see any hairs or anything. I kind of keep it a little dry, but I can tell that they're all really, really moist and heavy with water. So I know that they're getting the proper moisture. Not too wet, not too dry. The only issue and reason why they might not have sprouted yet is because the day that I put them in the soil, we had a frost. And seeds and life forms and microorganisms and electricity and energy is all connected. So considering these are tropical trees and they like to be planted in temperatures over 97 degrees, or sorry, 70, over 65, 67 degrees, 70, 75 degrees is ideal. And that's an overnight temperature. And so we'll talk a little bit more about regions, zones, locations. We have some new members signing up. We've got Tim is on the road, just left Fort Myers. Great. Possibly Tim's coming by to see us. I know we have a member right now that's on the road. He's coming up here to see us right now. He's coming in from Naples. Yeah, I think he's driving up right now from Naples. So we're going to have lots of visitors here within the next hour or so. So would love to provide you guys with some great value today and let you know that we have an amazing special. Use code BF50 for over 50% off. And let's go ahead and share some pictures. I went ahead and showed you what's happening. This week, we just launched a new product. This is a gift basket. So we have a gift box, but this is a gift basket. This is a full-size basket with some of our items here. We have a 1 ounce seed oil, a 2 ounce spice, a 1 ounce leaf extract. We also have about 20 seeds in there. We have a tea strainer with loose leaf tea. We've got 100 supplement capsules, and then we also have, I believe it is 4 ounces of powder. So this is even more than a 1 month supply. Right now, you could even choose the buy 2 get 1 free option, And even if you use code BF50, you can get 50% off of even the buy two, get one free. So right now, we just want to help people because we know the holidays are coming, the weather is changing, and we know people could possibly get sick. And so we're going to help you boost your immune system and have preventative health care measures. Of course, Moringa does have some medicinal benefits. It has some health benefits that you might want to look into. It's considered to be anti-inflammatory. It has lots of vitamins and minerals and iron for the blood. Tim is asking, where are we? We are in Tampa, Florida, just outside of Tampa in Plant City. You can find us on Google, Grow Moringa Farms. So we're open 10 to 2. So if you can make it here, we'd love to see you here. Come by. We've got lots of things going on right now. Lots of people coming in today, hanging out. It's a beautiful day. It's Thor's Day, Jesus Day. It's a beautiful day. I just found out that I was born on a Thursday. So I was born on a Thursday. So this is a great day for us to connect. And we're getting ready. I think, what are we, only 1 week away from Thanksgiving? So hopefully everybody's getting their plans together, gifts together, so that way you can share the goodness of Moringa. I was on the phone with somebody yesterday, and we'll talk a little bit more about the business strategy that we were talking with her about. She was actually really interested in getting logos and labels. And so we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and work our way down. We really want to get into the list of lands. One of the reasons why membership is so valuable is because if you have land like this here, right? If you have land like this guy here, this is actually my friend Alex. He's working with me here on this day. But this property is one of our member properties. This is one of our farm locations that we share with our members. And when I moved here in 2020 to this town, this member, Farmer Frank, actually stopped by like in 2020. He was already hip to Moringa. He had seen the John Kohler video with me from Growing Your Greens and came by to the farm and bought thousands and thousands of seeds. From that, he planted those seeds and started sprouting little babies. Those babies sprouted, he planted them out in the field. And so here we are about 3-4 years later, after he spent about a year getting those trees big enough, he planted those in the ground. From that, he was able to take the sticks from those trees and plant even more. So now he's even double, triple, quadrupled his field. And there's hundreds, if not like 1,000 moringa trees now that we've been able to harvest. And one of the things that he noticed is the plastic and how it is actually kind of like, now that the trees are getting really big, it's kind of like suffocating them at the base. And then sometimes the grass only comes up like right at the base of the tree. And he sees that now. And I told him, and I didn't really want to say anything too much while he was putting the plastic down. I was just like, you don't really need plastic, especially for an orchard like this, like a tree like this. But it'd be much better to just have it free and open. So I've been able to convince him to go ahead and just pull that plastic up. So he's going to be spending the winter time just pulling the plastic up. He's actually texted me this morning. He's like, hey, can you help get these sticks that I left in the middle of the field? Can you get them off the plastic? Because he's planning on removing the plastic. So we're going to do that on Sunday. We're going to help him out. If you want to hang out with us here, and also if you want to look for work with me and you want to get some work and hang out and also do some of the work that we do on some of our other properties, we connect every single day inside of the members area. We have a new school app that you can download and get a part of our community. We have a private members community. And what we do is we train, we teach, we coach. Like Alex is a pepper farmer. But one of the things that we've been able to do is work together. And in his off season is my big season. And so we've been able to swap roles. And so then now is kind of like him getting into his season. He's going to the farmer's market and he's at the St. Pete Farmers Market, and he'll be there on Saturday. So you can find Alex from Life Garden Farms, and he's one of our members as well that works very closely with our Moringa, helping us get us stocked up. So we work together with farmers and share land. So let me go ahead and just kind of show you really quickly what I mean by that, because we have a great post by one of our members. He's actually been a follower for many years. His name is Jordan. He's in Arkansas, and he posted in the members area today in the list of lands section that he is interested in teaming up with anybody in Arkansas, and anybody that would like to come visit him in Arkansas and train with him. He's also teaching and coaching essentially others how to work together, and also he's really good with woodworking. He's really good with woodworking. So let me go ahead and share this real quick. So I'll show you guys. I can go ahead and just bring this up real quick. So you can see Jordan here. This is what we mean by sharing information about what you have to offer. We don't really know what you can do and what you have to offer our team unless you let us know. So what he did was he gave us a really great introduction. He even posted a video from his YouTube channel. And he said this is what he's looking for. He's looking for people that want to team up with him. Right? So we'd love to share more information about Jordan and his prospective operation here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get that out of there so that way we're good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks a lot, y'all, for coming in. Thanks, Debbie. Debbie's here. Hopefully everybody can hear me well. This is Jordan's operation here in Arkansas, and he actually got on the Moringa map already. He came into the members area, and he's interested in over the wintertime because he's got a nice operation here where he can sprout thousands of seedlings protected. He wants to possibly ship his trees around the country. I told him he doesn't have to necessarily ship them here to Florida, but we have buyers in Arkansas. We have buyers in Texas. We have buyers in Oklahoma. We have buyers in Tennessee that would most likely benefit from him shipping the trees from his location to more buyers closer, so becoming a supplier. Then he also wants to be able to host people at his farm. He's got a couple acres, I would say. He's got a nice big property. Him and his family established a nice plot of land in Arkansas. And he has the ability, and he understands co-oping. So it's like sharing his workspace, sharing his tools, sharing his knowledge. And so connecting with us is also going to allow you to connect with other people that are doing really, really cool things. So he's got a YouTube channel that you can follow him. And what did he say? I think it's called Millwood. Millwood. Yeah, let's see here. See if we can click it here. Yeah, welcome to my wood shop. So this is Jordan's wood shop. You can click Millwood Studio. Follow Jordan at Millwood Studio. He's just kind of getting his operation started, getting himself out there. It's not easy to just kind of overcome, some of the pressures of making content and getting yourself out there. And that's what this is. This is a practice run for everybody to be able to say, hey, this is what I have. This is what I can offer. I'd love to connect. You can meet up with him. He actually got on the map. So let's go ahead and share his map pin. So we got him on the map today. He's here in Arkansas, Jordan's Moringa. He's at Millwood Studio. And he's going to be supplying orders from this central USA area. He's just right outside of Dallas. He said he's about 2 hours northeast of Dallas there. Beautiful. and can really serve as a hub in this area. He's going to get Wholesale. Looks like we have another one, Kenny, Natural State Nutrition. Kenny Rains is in here, also in Arkansas. So these guys can team up together. Let's go ahead and change his pin here to a little bit more of like an orange yellow. This is Jordan here in Arkansas. This is our public Moringa map. And we also just had a member sign up last night in Africa, so we would love to get him actually on the map as well. Not sure exactly where he's at, but we'll get his information. When you get into the members area, you can just fill out a form, and that'll help you to get on this public map. There's a private members only map inside the members area where members can communicate with each other. But this map is the map that I share publicly in case you want to get on the public map, so that way you can give him a call. You can see Jordan's phone number was on there. He's got a business phone number. You can give him a call, and that way you can connect with him and possibly talk more about developing land to grow moringa. And even just as a way to become suppliers, I told him, like I'd like to possibly get a store, and open up a store in that area. And he said we could put up a farm stand. He's got, agricultural land there in Arkansas, and we could put up a farm stand and possibly even develop a hub spot for buyers in that area. One of the things that I've done in the past is I did an Airbnb. I was an Airbnb superhost for 2 years in Seminole Heights, Tampa. And one of the first things that I did, not only wherever I moved to, wherever I went to, the first thing that I would do is set up a dry room. So at first, I was hanging and I was bundling and I was putting greens on cardboard and putting them on the table and doing all the things that I shouldn't do. But I was just getting started and I didn't have anybody to really kind of mentor me in this process. Thankfully, I'm here to tell you some of the mistakes that I've made to help fast track your success. To let you know, the key to success is actually getting yourself a dry room, no matter where you are. I had a guy text me yesterday. He's wanting to get into the members area. He was asking me about land. Um, and he was asking about renting his land. And he was like, how should I go about it? And I said, well, you want to make it appealing. You want to make it appealing to somebody. The thing that people are missing the most is the ability to dry. We have lots of people with land. We have lots of people that don't have land, but we are in the process of educating everyone that has land and who doesn't have land that what they need and what's missing is a dry room. The missing link for making income from moringa, if you want to have moringa in your hands, if you want to be a grower and you want to have it, you've got to be able to dry it. You've got to be able to get it spread out on racks with some fans, dehumidifiers. You've got to be able to just let that dry out. We get the question all the time of, well, what about the oven? Or what about a dehydrator? Or what about a freeze dryer? And I'm only saying because those things cost money. It doesn't cost a lot of money to make a rack, to essentially build a rack. Let me see here if I have an image really quickly of kind of like a rack system. I just kind of took this image and screenshot it the other day. Let me see if I have it in my files here. It might just take a second. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming in. I want to check in with me. Make sure to text me. Good at text. Let me know what you guys are doing. Message, say hey. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks a lot for coming in. Let's see here if I can see this image that I wanted to share, essentially of me with a rack. I just put it in the members area, so I might have to just go back to the members area because it shows the rack. I want to show you how simple it is to put together a rack system. Let's see if I can find it really quickly. Okay, I'll go to the members area real quick and I will look for it here. Just so you guys can see what a rack would look like. Let's see here. See here, collective support. If I go to the search and I put dry, right? So in the search, we put dry and then leaf drying help. And then I went ahead and posted this here is an image of a rack here. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick so you can see exactly how simple a rack system is. Essentially, we just stapled like a food grade plastic, biodegradable. It's not a biodegradable, but it's used for composting and food and things like that. So there's a food grade plastic here, and then I have it spread out on a rack. It's just a wooden rack, just with screws and stapled, and the staples on the rack actually help to keep it together. This is the secret to get to the next level. You won't be able to have any finished product if you can't get your leaves dried safely, without mold, without bacteria, without it turning black. That's essentially what you want, is to spread it out on a screen rack. You don't want to hang it. You don't want to bundle it. That's going to cause darkness, blackness, mold, bacteria to form on the inside. When you open that up, you might have powder and fungus and mold and bacteria to form, and it'll change color. Sometimes it'll turn yellow on the inside. It'll discolor because the stems, they dry at a different rate than the leaves. The leaves will dry really fast without any bundling. The reason why I say to freeze dryers, because those are really expensive and they only do a small amount, like very small amount. Same thing with the dehydrator. It takes 12 to 24 hours to 48 hours with the power running all the time on that thing, and you really just get a small amount. Well, you can do 100 times that amount if you just spread it on a screen rack. You could even use like a bread rack or even like a hanging rack. There's an herbal hanging rack that helps you to go ahead and spread it out, and it's food grade and air can pass through that. Just put fans on it, put a dehumidifier. That's really the only machine that you might want to get, is a dehumidifier. But if you're just doing this on your kitchen table or on a rack in your kitchen, just know that your AC unit in your house is already dehumidifying the air. So that's already happening to begin with. If you're in an AC area, this is actually a little rack that I put together here. You can see this is not only how we dry, but we can also go from dry to just sift. We can sift that and get a really, really fine loose leaf without any sticks and stems. Great. See how everybody's doing here. Thanks everybody for coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see here. Okay, upcoming this Saturday after the farm event here that we have between 10 and 2, I'm going to be driving down to Miami to pick up 1,000,000 moringa seeds. Someone just called and asked if we have any seeds for them. And I said, yeah, we're just going to go down to Miami. The seeds that we get from Miami come from Nicaragua, and they're USDA certified organic from one of our member locations. We've teamed up with a large scale grower. They have 1,000 acres in Nicaragua. And so what we do is we go ahead and bring the seeds in from Nicaragua to Miami. And then from Miami, we have a warehouse where we bring it in on pallets. And that's also where we bring in our biostimulant extract and our biostimulant powder. And we also bring in seeds. So grab your seeds. We have wholesale. We have 50,000 seed sacks. We have sacks and sacks of seeds. We have with wholesale. You can grab that inside the members area at growmoringa.com. Become a member, and that will get you in to the members area to get access to our wholesale. If you are in another country and you're trying to get your moringa exported to the USA, we can also help you with that. We had somebody that just called just a few minutes ago and was asking if we buy moringa. And I say, yes, we do buy moringa. These are the steps that you would want to follow in case you're interested in having us buy your moringa. I like to tell people that people only buy from people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. So one of the ways that you can make extra income from other people's properties, let's just say this caller is trying to sell moringa from Africa. He said he was in New York City. And so he might have some friends that are growing moringa in Africa, and he wants to export it into the USA. And so I said, yeah, no problem. We'd love to see what you got. We'd love to see the final product. Tell us how you're going to ship it. We want to see how is it going to arrive? Is it going to arrive in 30-gallon barrels? Is it going to arrive in just a loose bag? Is it going to be vacuum sealed? What is it going to look like when it comes? We want to see how your safety standards of shipping, because that's really the only thing that affects moringa is the shipping. The shipping really affects the quality, the taste, the smell, the color. And so then one of the ways we told this guy to do was to get on the Moringa map. As a member, you can get on the public Moringa maps. That way, when somebody calls me and says, "Hey, do you know somebody in New York?" And I could just give them his number and they could buy directly from him. This is how we help to promote and advertise for you and your business, is to help you get buyers first directly through that way. And then make a sales post. Make a sales post. Let us know, give us a photo, give us a background story, show us a little bit more who you are and where you come from. And then that way, when you do that, we can encourage you to also do the same thing in our Facebook group. This is practice, 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 right? And then we want to see, just like what Jordan did, he shared his social media. Well, in that post that Jordan made, I was able to go to his channel and subscribe. And so I put in the comments, subscribed to Jordan's thing. And so that's what we do is when someone is sharing their social media, we all huddle together and we all follow each other. And so when someone opens up a channel, you could have a couple hundred subscribers right away just because we all hone in on our members to help them grow their channels to get more awareness. Plus, I'm not going to buy from you, and nobody is going to buy from you until you tell us some results, get some testimonials. The lady that called yesterday was saying, "Hey, I know that you've made 7 figures from Moringa. You're a Moringa millionaire, but what about me? How am I going to make money from Moringa?" And I said, well, I put everything that I do in the members area. And I also share every step of the way, all the stories and all the testimonials of what I do. And so I also gather testimonials from other people. So she was asking me for a testimonial of, do you know anybody else that is making income from Moringa? And I said, yes, actually, this guy right here, his name is Barry. He goes by Moringa with Barry. He also has a Facebook group, and he's one of our close friends and members here, suppliers. He actually converted a strawberry field into a Moringa field. And I just shared this photo to some of the members the other day and today because they were asking, like, how do I plant it? Like, how close together? You know, one of the members is saying, well, I'm thinking about doing about 2,500 trees. So he's very precise. He's a farmer. He's in Texas, and he has some systems. He's got some tractors and some equipment. And so he's saying, he's got 2,500 trees. What would be the best? And I said, well, a little bit of both. Not only can you have the 2,500 trees like an orchard style and have those when potentially get big, but he's got 7 months from the start of his season to when it gets super cold to where those trees might end up dying. And so what I told him, I said, either way, you have 7 months. You have 7 months to go from start to harvest, and you can harvest along the way, but either way, you have 7 months. So whether they're orchard trees or they're intensive trees, the first 7 months is essentially the same 7 months that you're going to have every season. So he was asking, he's like, well, how much yield can I get from, say, 2,500 trees? And I said, the same amount of yield that you would get from one of those 2,500 trees is the same amount of yield that you would get from one of those 500,000 trees. I'm planting 50,000 trees on a half acre, and I've got plenty of room. I just put 10,000 seeds in a row, and I've got 5 rows on a half acre. So that was the answer. That's the question really is, what would be better, 2,500 trees or 500,000 trees? Which would produce more abundance, more weight? Here's my property here. I'm on 24 foot on center. So each one of these center lines here is about 24 feet apart. For me, I did mine on 24 on center. So that gives me quite a bit of distance between the center of the next row. So there's 24 feet from this distance to this distance, from this distance to this. So every 24 feet, I have another row. So I have 5 orchard rows, and then I have 5 intensive rows. And I even had a loss last year. I had a frost and we had a hurricane, and I had tons of loss. I lost probably, you can see here, the reds, all the ones that are red, those are the ones that I lost. Those are the ones that died. Those are the ones that died from last year, from the frost that we had here. So that's what I was telling him is it's an and. It's a sure, you could do orchard trees spread out, but you only have 7 months, and the spreading out is really in case you get to second year or third year. But if a frost comes in, you're going to lose it, and they're not going to ever really touch. They're never really going to get big enough to spread out and touch. So don't worry about going, say, 10 feet apart or even 5 feet apart. If you only have 7 months and you're already going to be harvesting and trimming those trees back to keep them short and compact, just go ahead and put them 2 feet apart. Even kind of what I explained to him here was go like 1 feet apart. And on a double row, stagger it like a tic-tac-toe. Stagger that like a tic-tac-toe. And that's going to give you an intensive amount. It's kind of like a middle ground. This is more of like what I said. This is like a hedge. So we have like the orchard, 400 trees an acre. Then you've got intensive, 100,000 trees an acre. Even this is probably about 100,000 trees an acre, but intensively you can even get, I would say even 250 to 500,000 trees comfortably. 500,000 trees comfortably on an acre, especially in an area that frosts and you only have 7 months. Go ahead and go hard. But this is his first year. Many of our growers are in their first year. So he's just going to experiment. He's just going to experiment with it. I showed him, this is essentially what I did here is I just dropped a bunch of seeds down, right? And then they all sprouted like this. And I harvest this within 30 days. A lot of people ask me, how soon can I make money from Moringa? And I say, well, within 30 days. Within 30 days, you have a sprout and you have greens that you can either sell as a fresh wet green, or you could dry those greens and you could dry them into a powder. So this is actually 3,000 seeds on a 10-foot by like 3 or 4 foot raised bed. So I put 3,000 on here. Now that's a little intensive, right? But you can bring it down to say 2,000 or even what was comfortable. What I found really comfortable with this size bed was about 1,000 seeds on say like a 10-foot by 3-foot raised bed. I just threw 1,000 seeds out and covered them. And I'm not like, putting them all in their own special things. It's just more of, for me, it's much more of like set it and forget it, grow it. If they don't take, those seeds weren't viable. They also act as fertilizer, so if they don't grow, they act as fertilizer. So great. We've got 4X here from Ghana, cultivating a hectare of moringa. And 4X is asking, how can you buy my greens and also seeds? Wonderful. Yes, 4X, I definitely have the answer for you here. This is exactly the document that you should study. This is how we can buy your greens. This is a checklist of how we can buy your greens. Number one, become a member. Then we can get you on the map and help you get sales right away by referring you and affiliating with us. We can promote your business and promote your operation. Remember, people like to buy from people that they know. And so you just have to share your information and share your story. The reason why movies are so great and the best movies of all time are so successful is because they share a story. So the reason why we're doing so well with our sales is because we're constantly sharing our story. I'm constantly telling you where I came from and what I did and how I got here. And then also we have the marketing and advertising tools for you to do exactly what we just did for Jordan, just exactly what we're doing even for Tiffany, what we're doing for many of our members that come in that are teaming up with us in different locations in Texas and Arkansas and Oklahoma, in Tennessee, in Louisiana, in Georgia, South Carolina. We have members coming in from the Carolinas. And so getting yourself out there, making content, making a YouTube channel, and just sharing your story. It's not gonna take off tonight or tomorrow. This is consistency. This is something that you want to mark on your schedule that you want to make some content. So for 4X that's watching this, this is the exact way that we can buy from you. We also need to know who else has bought from you. Do you have some testimonials of what your product looks like and feels like and tastes like? Do you have other people that have bought from you? Prove to us that other people will buy from you so that way we can buy from you. Share your story. And then if you're still kind of like struggling with your quality and you need help, we have the certification courses that I'm building out in the members area right now. And then as you get more acclimated to the system and you share your testimonials and your products, you could directly fulfill orders from us. So like if we get a call and somebody says, hey, can I buy 1,000 pounds? We could say, yeah, 4X actually just brought in 1,000 pounds from Africa. We have African moringa if you'd like. We have Indian moringa if you'd like. We also have USA moringa if you'd like. Different price points, of course. The USA moringa might be a little bit more expensive just because of labor and it just costs a lot. The cost of living here is very expensive. So typically the USA moringa, even though it's here, is a little bit more expensive. We can typically get a large amount of moringa from other countries at a very, very good price. Still very, very high quality moringa. But we just want to make sure that we get to know your operation, testing, soil testing. We want to see where you're drying it, how you're packaging it. So that's how we can buy your moringa. And then you're off to the races. You're officially building your business. You're officially building your business with us, marketing, advertising with us. And that's the best way to get going with us is to get that way. Oh, thanks. Welcome. Renew is here. Hey, Lollipops in the house. Welcome, Iron Man, Bush. And Bukaya is here. Welcome, Debbie's here. Welcome. Thanks a lot, y'all. Hopefully everybody's well, doing well today. It's a beautiful day, getting ready for the holidays. So we also have another member that just came in, Elfas from Africa. So Elfas came in. We'd love to get Elfas on the map, share his story. And then we also have Anthony in Hawaii. So Anthony in Hawaii is getting his operation going. He's got some greens. We actually have a nice hub of growers and homesteaders that we want to team up with even more in Hawaii. So if you're in Hawaii watching, please don't hesitate to come in. We'd love to connect with you and also to connect you with our other members in Hawaii. So we talked a little bit more about the orchard plus the intensive, and then also possibly incorporating a hedge. And then also we mentioned a little bit about the $10 billion a year industry. That's usually what I say if somebody says, is Moringa profitable? Can I make a living from Moringa? How much can I make from Moringa? And that's easy. It's already over a $10 billion a year industry. What that means is over $10 billion worth of Moringa is being bought and sold throughout the world. And mostly, mostly that $10 billion is actually fertilizer. So a lot of farmers, they buy Moringa in the fertilizer, the biostimulant, right? We have the biostimulant here also in a large bottle here. I use it pretty much every day. I'm actually going to be spraying this on my raised veggie garden bed to help with sprouting the seeds here. This is our Moringa biostimulant. This is the most purchased material around the world because anybody can buy this. Anybody can use this on any food, any garden crop, any crop, grass, anything that you're feeding animals, livestock. If you need more grass to grow, you can feed this biostimulant to your soil and it's going to help produce you with more product. You could also spray this and put this on the ground, say like in your chicken coop and other places where you've got animals eating grubs and things like that, because this helps to inspire the soil, the microorganisms. It's going to create more life in the soil. This is the #1 product for Moringa around the world. The next most purchased product around the world would be the animal products. So the animal food. So this is a animal pellet that we make. This is something I'd like to see Tiffany grab some, see if this is good for her operation. She does a cat sanctuary, and she's not only growing Moringa, supplying Moringa to her local community in Texas, but also the cats are suffering from malnutrition. And so they're really, really hungry. And so she's able to mix in a little bit of this in their food. And she's starting to notice that their health is returning, their eyesight is returning, their coats are getting better. Believe it or not, cats, and they're very finicky. And so you can and they're drinking the tea. She's saying that her cats are drinking the Moringa tea. So isn't that pretty cool? One of the things that we made yesterday, actually here, was a Moringa pumpkin soup. We made a Moringa pumpkin soup. So we're growing pumpkins here. We're growing pumpkins here on the farm. We got lots of pumpkins over this last summer. My first time ever growing pumpkins. We got hundreds and hundreds of pumpkins. And so what we did was we made a pumpkin soup and we put Moringa leaves in it. Fresh, wet Moringa leaves. So we just blended up some pumpkin, even chopped it up, even cooked it just regularly without even just like blending it up. I'm gonna have this for lunch here in a minute. And we have Moringa soup with the pumpkins, and we just put the fresh greens in the soup. We just strip the leaves right off, eat it fresh. Just pick each of the little leaves off without the stems. And it's a great addition, nutritional additive to any meal, any soup or salad, anything. Wow, yeah, Tiffany's saying that they don't even notice that the moringa is in their food or their water, and it's awesome. That's beautiful to hear. I'm so glad that she's helping the animals sanctuary, cat sanctuary in Texas. So when I was on that call, she was asking, how much can I make? And that's where I was mentioning, well, it depends on what you want to sell. If you want to sell the fertilizer, the biostimulant, you can make a lot because farmers buy hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fertilizer for their farms. So you could be selling tons and tons of moringa. Then if you want to sell the animal food, people will spend more money on their pets than themselves. So somebody has a lot of pets, like we have members that are buying 10 pounds of pellets. We're actually shipping these out right now to our members who are buying wholesale from us for their animals. We have members that have like large dogs and they're supplementing with these pellets. And that's the next way to make the most amount of money is through animal food. So growing moringa powder intensively your farm to then essentially make animal feed. And then the next way, of course, is the human consumption. We have a Black Friday special, BF50. Use code BF50 at the website to at least get a little bit of a taste of a discount from us. Try it out and then come to the members area for wholesale every single day. And that's the third most popular sale is the people. And we have, of course, millions of people in the USA, hundreds of millions of people in the USA. Many, many millions of people still have not even heard of Moringa. So that's what we're doing is we're getting hubs across the country to help make content to get that word out locally because when I share content, it might reach, mostly local. It might get out to many people around the country, around the world. But if we have these local hubs in these major cities that are also sharing content in your area, and you're a creator as well, you can influence the people in your area and what they buy and help educate people. Get this product in the stores. We have lots of people asking, hey, how do I get your Moringa in the stores local to me? And that's where wholesale comes in. That's where becoming a supplier comes in, working with us directly as a partner and get a taste for what the product tastes like and feels like. Make a tea. We've got the tea infuser included with the gift basket. This is going to be a great way for you to essentially get started. And then we have a new service now, which I have went ahead and completed the announcement actually in the members area. I went ahead and let's see here. We're bringing over all of our members from the other members area. We have 1,000 members that we're in the process of transferring over. We just got our new school account set up. I'm putting things in there right now. And let's see what I was going to do. Oh, classroom. We've got the 51st questions, safe soil checklist, and then private label drop shipping. Let's see here. Yeah, nice. And then I think I actually have a post. This is all the information about the drop shipping option. Essentially with what we do. Let me see if I have it in a post here. I think I did. Yeah, private label drop shipping with images. There we go. So if you want to put your logo on the product and have us ship it for you, we have a new special. And that's what we were talking about with the lady on the phone yesterday, asking about how could she make money. She's a little bit older. She needs help with technology and the systems. So that's what we do is we help partner with you. And it's just a cost. If there's hours involved with setting up your website, the hours involved with putting your products, listing your products, the hours involved in making your logos and making your labels, we went ahead and opened up the opportunity to offer that service to you because now we have the skills. We have the skills to be able to share this beautiful operation with you. I have the skills now and the tools to be able to make labels and logos to help you essentially with a barcode and a QR code and all the necessary supplement facts and the best buy date, that go on there, the weight of it, the location, where it's coming from, essentially some more information and also the logo. So what I'll do is I'll help you with your logo. And I come up with 3 different styles of logos: a circle, a rectangle, and a banner. So what I'll do for you, if you want to come in the members area and get the logo launch kit, your business launch kit, then what we can do is we can make your logo for you. And that's going to essentially help you get yourself started with your business. So thanks. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming in. Welcome. Thanks a lot for coming in. We've got lots of great things happening this season. Like I mentioned, we just launched the drop shipping option here. What comes with it? You get help with your label and logo creation. We're going to help you set up your store. So when you come in and you choose the drop shipping option, it comes with our CRM. It comes with our website builder. It's called Growth OS. And that's what I use in my business for automations. My website builder is on Growth OS. My communications, the phone, anytime you call me and text me and I'm calling you, it's going through the CRM where we can communicate and text and get back to people and create invoices. And like this morning, I had a guy call me in Houston. He called me in Houston this morning and he said, "Hey, can I get 3,000 moringa seeds?" I said, "Sure. I can take the order over the phone." He's like, "I'm going to run to the bank. I'll be back in like an hour." I said, "No problem. I'll send you an invoice." And he was able to pay that through the text message. So we do all of that through Growth OS. Essentially, to get access to the service is only $97 a month. That'll get you in a VIP. That'll get you access to Growth OS. And then if you'd like to get the one-time brand launch and your store set up by me, I can help do that for you for a one-time price of $997. Essentially, I'm going to spend many hours hooking up your website, talking with you, onboarding with you, giving you the tools for you to help manage your own website. But if you're still at that point, like, I still need help, well, then what we can do is we can also help you with extended help with services, VA services. So one of the things that we can do here, and I'll go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see this a little bit more closely. Essentially here, real quick, I'll share my screen so you can see it really close. This is our new drop shipping option that's now available inside the members area. What you get with VIP membership, essentially, you're going to get Growth OS. Right? Let's go ahead and put on here. I'll edit that real quick and I'll even put that in here real quick. Growth OS. Let's see right here. I'll put that right here. That's essentially what it is. Growth OS. Oops. Yep. So I'll put that first. There we go. Growth OS, automations, and CRM. I'll go ahead and save that. School's been really great in helping me organize. It's really simple, a lot more simple than our last platform. We actually haven't even had many people say, "Hey, this is really confusing." That was the thing on the other platform. Everybody would come in and say, "This is really confusing," because it was really cluttered. But thanks to Alex Harmozy and Sam Ovens, they make it really simple, clean, and allow us to be able to see things that we need to see without too much clutter. And then, so you can get the VIP, and then if you'd like me to help you build your logo, create your labels, I can offer you 3 labels with the $997 price for the brand launch and store setup. And then from there, if you need extended services and other things, like if you want to list 10 products or 20 products, that's not a problem. Anything over the 3 products, it'll just be $47 per label and listing. And so we can help manage your website. We can always, with Growth OS, we can get in with you and we can essentially work together on servicing your website. It's not like a one and done. A business is going to take constant iterations and practice and studying and learning this and what works and what doesn't work and testing. You're going to test things that don't work. A lot of things that we've already done, we know what works, we know what doesn't work, and so we can give you that advice as well. So how does it work? Like, say if you don't have any Moringa of your own and you sign up to VIP and you choose to get the drop shipping option, essentially whatever's listed on your website, and when the order comes in, we'll have access to it on the back end and we'll ship it for you. But how do we charge? We just charge wholesale prices. So if we ship a pound, right now, a pound at wholesale is as low as $25. But if you on your website listed it for $100, you could keep $75 of that. And so we would just send you an invoice for $25, but you are the one on your website to get the money first. And then we would just send you an invoice. And before we could ship any more products out for you, we would just need you to pay the invoice. That way we could pay for supplies and labels and logos and packaging to get that out the door. And if you need help, like for me, sometimes like right now, I hire a VA myself. I have a VA that helps me with posting and content and things like that. And so one of the things that you can do if you want continual help, we have a weekly hourly rate at either 10, 20, or even 40 hours a week, depending on how fast you want to get your system set up. It just takes time. There's a lot of this tech stuff that is really tough. We have professionals that are also trained, like myself. I've been working with Growth OS for about 4 years. So it looks like this went ahead and died. Yeah, this doesn't last very long. So we'll go ahead and end it here. It usually only lasts about an hour anyways. And just wanted you to see the new option that we have for drop shipping. So let me know if there's any other questions. We had a really great episode today. And fresh leaves, we had someone to be requesting fresh leaves, and we can send fresh leaves in a cooler overnight express. That way you can sell fresh leaves from where you are, even in New York. So we have a quote. It's probably about $50, $60 in shipping overnight, 10 pounds. He's going to get 10 pounds of fresh greens. We're going to ship him 10 pounds of fresh greens. And that's going to help him get fresh greens in New York. So we're working together. We're working together really well. Thanks a lot for coming in. We had a great show today. We'll be back probably tomorrow, and we'll announce the winners for the microgreens kit. Make sure to text microgreens to get it in and win, possibly win. Text microgreens to 813-696-6676. Also, go to our website and use code BF50 for 50% off. Right now, we have a Black Friday sale going all the way till next week. And I really appreciate you for coming in and hanging out with me. Until next time, peace, love, and prosperous growing. Ask me any questions in the members area. We're rocking it out. We're teaming up, and people are working together really well. So thanks a lot for coming in. I'll see you soon. Ciao. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.